All right, let's try this again. I think I know now what to do if my phone rings. Hey, princess. How you doing? Come and sit by the fire with me. I don't know where you're at, princess, but geez, we've had this past week. We've had all 4 seasons. Everybody's walking around, head colds, turning into chest colds. I'm just getting over mine. I yeah, thought it was like a sinus infection or something. It, started as a head cold, I reckon. But I'm feeling better now. It's definitely in my chest, though. Oh, cool. You're in Utah. That's nice. I'm kind of bummed. I went out west uh, back in, Jesus. Oh, gee, I don't even, what was it, 2013, 14, someplace in there. Maybe it's 2015. Geez, you think I'd remember? I loved it. Absolutely best trip, that I've been on to date. Um, I went to the Dominican Republic. It was nice. I couldn't wait to get home now. Uh, yeah, what just had wedding down there, and it was nice. Everything was all inclusive. Uh, but yeah, my roommate would wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning, and I would hear beer bottles start opening up, and by 10, she was completely flipping inebriated. So I was pretty much left to kind of wander around by myself. It was, there was things I wanted to go do, but I wasn't going to go do them by myself. So I just hung out on the beach and chilled. But yeah, but anyway, getting back to what I was saying, I went to Oregon and flew into Portland. I actually had a layover in Salt Lake City, Utah, and it was kind of wild because we flew over this lake and there was like this green, obviously some kind of mineral or something in the lake that was right there. I don't know, which lake it was or anything like that, but it was cool. I wish I would have went and hung out a little around that area. Um, but hey, we got it going on in here. Let me see. I think I'm missing my chat here. Just kind of in a daydream. Uh, Hi, Brian. You're back. I know. I was having a good conversation, and I tried to be slick and answer the phone call, but then I couldn't figure out how to bring the live back, and um, I did, but I think it was already too late. So I think I know for the next time around. Uh, Great Land Guardian, how's that laundry coming? Brian Butler. Yes. Let's see who else I'm missing. Invictus, what's up, brother? Pup Puff, yeah, I'm gonna puff right here. Coming up. Probably choked to death. Mike Taylor, hey, welcome to my live. Come on in, sit down, grab a log, have a seat. I'm just chilling. Yes, they did, Great Land. Yeah, how about that, everybody? When I heard those charges, I was like, there's no flipping way in God's green earth that that man's saying that he's a cop. uh, yeah, it's actually I just walked up to my truck to get my jacket. It's starting to, a little bit of dampness coming up through the hollow. Mike, you missed it. I made some burgers. There's a couple over there yet. Anybody would like them. mm. Yes, at any rate, Princess, I wish I bumbled around Oregon, and then most definitely actually went down to California, Northern California twice to hang out with those giant redwoods. They do have some in Oregon, but like the bulk of them is there in Northern Cali, and amazing, absolutely amazing. I took like 1,500 pictures. And my girlfriend was like, and she kept trying. She was buying like throwaway cameras, and like I'm taking pictures of, like you name it. I was taking pictures of it, and like I'm like, Tina, I'm like, you don't have to keep taking this, the same pictures. I said I'll be glad to share mine with you. Since she was using, the throwaway cameras, but it was cool. Sweet Mountain Mama. Yeah, I bought some of them crazy mushrooms, them crazy marshmallows that's got the chocolate already in them. But I spaced out and didn't get any graham crackers. So I'll probably try one just to try it. These ones are chocolate and peppermint, it says. Those are like $4 a bag, and you get like 16 marshmallows. But I actually even stopped buying, like, had nieces and stuff around, great nieces and nephews and stuff, and uh, instead of buying like the graham crackers and the chocolate and having to, do all that hoopla, I would just buy chocolate chip cookies, and then, cook your marshmallow and squish them in there. But man, there's lots of stars out. Can you guys hear the peepers? Kind of quiet. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Yeah. I didn't sleep good last night. I should sleep good tonight. I just don't want to be late for church. I went this evening after work. We have a Saturday service. And I was thinking, well, I could sleep in an extra hour tomorrow. But I got to start getting up instead of sleeping up half the night. Princess, thanks. Hit that like. Yeah. Yeah, as I was saying, the apple trees got their blossoms on it. I hope we don't get some big snowstorm. Something that, kills them all. Let them get frostbite. Because this is my year for the apples. Mine come like every other year. So I don't do a whole lot with them anymore. The trees are getting so old. But I was so excited last year. Got like a huge bumper crop of chestnuts. And God bless my mom, rest in peace. She bought, a lot of different nut trees and planted them up on her property. And I had the fruit trees down here on mine. And every year she'd go out there and stand and look at that, up at that tree going, "Are you not going to give me any nuts?" And, well, she passed away in 2015, so it's taken them a while. I don't know if like the tree has to mature or what it is, but I actually took like one of the the chestnuts come in, they have that big gigantic prickly ball that they come in that you seriously can't even pick them up with your bare hands. They're that pokey. Um, Usually like once they hit the ground, they'll split open, you know, at least one side of it, like kind of peels like in like four halves, right? And as it starts to dry, then them little openings like curl up and you can, get the nut out good. But you got to be faster than the the squirrels and such. But I took some into the church for just let the kids check them out. It's kind of, I don't know if anybody's been seeing them or not. They're they're not even like a walnut, because a walnut, like, you could pick them up and they're kind of bumpity bumpity, but these have literally got like spikes on them. And I was excited. Like, I got a great big bag full of them. Probably, I'm going to say probably about like 5 pound bag. And there was no worms, which I was happy about that, because we have hazelnuts goes the whole way down the road. And I had to stop the road crew a couple years in a row. Finally, I put a little sign down there that, don't touch these trees. They don't flip and belong to you, because they kept cutting them back and been waiting for, them to mature to get, they're pretty tight in there, and they're almost like just kind of like saplings because they're getting choked out. Um, but they still give nuts, and they're kind of neat too. They take a while. They're like, once you pick them, you got to leave them set to their hull, like the outer hull, I guess. Um, Literally dries because it's like stuck to the nut itself. But yeah, over the last couple of years, and haven't done a lot around the farm here. Yeah, I'm suffering from depression. Well, my mom, she lived right above me here, and this was all of the my grandparents' property. My grandma passed away, and I bought her house and a little apartment. But at any rate, once my mom died, like, it just seemed like the world just kind of stopped for me. Like I said, we lived so close together. She lives probably 100 yards from my house, and you know, meals were eaten 90% of the time together. And if you went to town, you picked up the phone and, "Hey, Mom, I'm going to town. You want to ride along?" You know. What's anybody else doing tonight? Greatland's doing laundry. uh, am I froze up or something? Let me see here. What's going on? What's going on? Oh, there we go. Miss B, hi. Sorry, I didn't see you. Didn't see you slip in the door there. I hope everybody had a nice Easter. Hey, Yeet. Nice to see you over here in this part of the country. I told everybody else, grab a log, come on in. I'm gonna smoke a bowl and then I'm gonna make some marshmallows. How's that bird watching coming? I haven't been over there in a few days. Check it out. So I was reading on a think I got this thing. I don't know if like if it's all over different states or if it's just Pennsylvania. It's called Newsbreak or whatever. It comes up on my phone and it's like news right around my area, which is actually kind of cool because you don't hear anything anymore. There's newspapers, but I haven't seen a newspaper in a long time. But uh, where some lady was getting the death penalty, and they were going to be enforcing it, and it said something about for a crime that might not have happened, and it was like I didn't read this story. I was going to check it out here later this evening, but I was like, say what? That's the only bad thing about the death penalty, because if there's like any little bit of reasonable doubt, like that's kind of a scary thought. You're chilling, smoking, and watching YouTube. You're chilling, watching a fire. You're sneaky like that, Miss B. You just buzzed right on in. You need to be buzzing around here. The blossoms are on my apple trees. Get them all stung up. Yeah, like I was saying earlier, I don't spray any kind of pesticides or anything on them. So my apples will get what's called a sting mark in them. It's actually where the bee has stung the flower on the tree. And it's funny, kids today, they, oh, I ain't eating that. What's wrong with it? What's wrong with that? And they cut it away or bite it and spit it out and keep on going. These kids today don't know what it means to be hungry. Or go without, Well, I'm sure there's some that do and everything, but you ever follow a school bus around here and the kids get off, you're like, holy smokes. Large and in charge. It's kind of sad, actually, because they're just not going to be healthy as adults. This is me, Dr. Joyce. Take the deal. What deal you taking? Who's taking a deal? What am I missing? What am I missing? Let me back up. All right, I'm here where Mrs. B snuck on in. Take the deal. Raccoons are up in the woods fighting a little bit ago. I decided to go live the first time around because I heard the coyotes. Excuse me, but I haven't heard them since. I don't know if these guys can see the sky. Yeah, it's too dark. Sure. How's that? I need to walk up woods and grab a couple more logs. I cut them trees down before the snow started flying. We had a bad storm and they come across the driveway and I just had at it. But I bet you since I lit this fire, I bet you I blew through probably at least a 75-foot bull pine tree. I think there's like two more logs up there and it's the whole tree. I know when they said it, I he was getting ready to like start saying something, and I'm like, oh, wait, I'm like he didn't like really understand what she just said, and then when he realized, like, he just sat straight up. I just think it's kind of flipping bullshit though that you know they drop them, but excuse my ignorance with what there's some because they didn't can't say they can proceed like right now, so they drop them so that they're not in any trouble of not being, I guess, in a having speedy trial or whatever. And she's like, but we can reintroduce them at any time. I'm like, well, that's fucking bullshit. Like I don't understand how that works. And I know you know and what's the time frame that they can reintroduce those charges. That just kind of blows my mind. Just blows me mind. I wish it wasn't quite as grainy, but maybe it's not. Doesn't look as grainy to you guys as it does to me. Yeah, it's a nice night for a fire. I tried to have one a couple weeks ago, and it was the fire just wasn't burning right. He's done with the laundry. Um, it just wasn't burning right, and then I was just cold, and I was tired of messing with it. I just kind of wanted to sit down and chill and smoke a fatty. And well, thank you, great land guardian. Appreciate what you do up there in Alaska. It's a shame more of them Alaskan folks don't feel that way. You got to get a bad cop off the street that's probably liable about ready to flip and kill somebody, and that's all right. You got the 18. Yep, Pettis. That doofus Hymus needed off the force too. Ignorant bastard. No de-escalation skills at all. He was trying to escalate. That video makes me mad when I watch it. Sorry if I'm jiggling around here. Trying to hold the phone. Hold bowl. Light the lighter. Lots of years practice. I got it under control. Brian, are you still in here? So like 150 yard driveway. Big, obviously bigger than one car length, wide. Not too much more. I don't know. I guess probably like, I would say 12 foot. Maybe that is. Maybe 14 foot it is. Roughly. How much would it cost for one to get that actually paved with cement? You do forms, so you might not even know, but you could probably guesstimate something. I'm saying probably $20,000, something like that, probably. Whoa, there went the fire fell over. That's right, you can get some air. I need to walk up there in the woods and grab a couple more logs. I'm enjoying myself, just chilling. Can you hear the peepers? Mm-hmm. Oh, you're more than welcome, Brian. Thanks for stopping in. I have this channel. I don't, have really not too much on it. I'm just actually trying to figure out, like, see, I kind of like it, like, out like that, Mike. Because it seems like it's in focus more there. But I'll zoom it back in. Well, it was 86 here today. It had to be really hot down there in Georgia, eh? I think Greatland is jumped out here for a minute. He was going home. He was at the laundromat. But, no, he has to go back like July 26th. I don't remember what time that hearing will be. I guess it'll be the arraignment on, or I can't say arraignment, pretrial, I guess, for those charges. But yeah, like, I agree. Like, they were the one that took him into the, well, I guess was in there in the lobby of Matsu, and then went outside and walked around for an hour or longer, he said. And then they approached him because they were probably trying to back there trying to cohort, what they could charge him with. And obviously recording in public is not a crime. But up there in Alaska town, must be kind of a crime to walk around with the camera. All right, let me go over. Let me do some poking. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty close. 16 grand. Yeah, just in concrete, huh? That's crazy, Train. Okay, let me turn you guys back around. This is the plan. Oh, there it is. It's down here now. What's up there? guess I should deal with that on the cold marshmallow in here in a minute. I'm going to set these guys down for a second. Still live thing was kind of a spur of the moment thing. Like I said, I just heard them coyotes out there. Yeah, so down at my apartment and seen the birds right up in the side of the roof and up in there making a bird's nest. Try to get it closed up before they actually lay eggs. Maybe they could have maybe already laid them. Oh, that looks better. Burn up my rake. Up one last year. I decided to light the leaves got driveway. Just pop. I should have got the blow, blew them up into the woods, but no, I just burned them up. I started burning them up and had a little bit of a ripper going, and all at once the wind blew and blew them leaves right up into the woods, and then it was like Donkey Kong. Oh, and then oh yeah, I was like 2 seconds more and I thought I was gonna have to call the flipping fire company, and then they would have been like, well, why are you burning? Sorry about that. You'd probably say it's too big. It's funny you say Smokey the Bear. When I was a kid, my dad lived up in the Poconos, and the forestry people would, put up those signs for Smokey the Bear, about starting forest fires and such. I think somebody's not playing nice, from what a little birdie told me. Who's not playing nice? Oh, Mikey, I'm sorry. Brian, you still hanging out, buddy? Okay, I think we're up to date. There's 3. Brian, Mike, and Sam. So the cement forms you make, Brian, are they the big, ginormous, like what, for the buildings or any old thing, I reckon, huh? That's like them Jersey barriers. I thought about putting some up here in the corner, the turnaround. Oh man, I just gotta pound a shit ton of water, get that broke up. Let me see what goes on here. Mike and Brian. Oh. Who else? I'll take it was somebody slipped with their phone. I don't know how to fix it right now. Mm-hmm. Three burgers left. Keep them over this way. Keep them a little warm. I don't know why I did that. They'll just dry out. If I had my pitchfork, I'd pick that one log up, put it on top, and we'd be good to go. I'm afraid I don't know if I can do it with this rate without making the whole pile tumble. Let's see what we got here. What a beautiful night out. Kind of quiet too for Saturday. It's funny that they sent them in the hollow here. I'm on top. Main highway's probably, I don't want to say it's probably a mile away. I don't know if you can hear that bike that just started up. That's up to, that's probably about 3 miles away, the barn over there. Cool water saloon. Oh, it went out the other way. See, I'm not going to be happy, I guess, until I knock it over, right? This best little table I ever picked up. It's actually like steel, the grate on it. You know, you have to watch. Like a lot of people will take them ones from the refrigerator, and if it's them, what is it called? Galvanized stuff. That shit ain't good to cook on. That's steel, and the legs on it are wrought iron. I gotta get it hot again and straighten them out. It tends to start squatting after a while. I had it see behind it there. There's some. Yeah, you might not be able to see it. I stacked up some couple 2x4s to make it level. I thought about making mountain pies. Anybody know what a mountain pie is? Here, I'll show you. I think by now most people would know what they are. Here's a mountain pie iron. Let's see if you can see it. It's a cast iron. Dirty. Left it out underneath the table over the winter. So you fastest way nowadays, you buy good cooking spray. Oh, there's a spider. You know, like your Crisco butter flavor or something. You know, get the better ones. You know, the brand. Get the off ones that taste like shit. You spray them inside of there, and you lay a piece of bread down, right? And then your imagination's your limitation. You put another piece of bread on top of it, like make a sandwich in there. Then you close it up. And any excess bread around the outside you want to cut away with a knife. Then you just lay it right in there on the coals. You have to lay it long. You know, you can actually, you know, you want to warm up your iron. You know, wipe it all out, obviously. You never any soap in a cast iron skillet. Never no SOS pad. But just lay them sucker in there, flip it over a couple times, and toast it up. I bought some fresh hamburgers. So I figured I ain't making mountain pies. Even if you just make like fruit ones, like they're huge. I'd be eating on them, you know, at least twice. I'm kind of kicking myself. Like, mountain pie iron don't look too bad, but got a big cast iron skillet there that take some sand to it. Get her cleaned up. Get her oiled up and put her away. I used to have a tote up here that after I, you know, cook and wipe the cast iron stuff out, I just set it down inside this tote. Instead of, you know, carrying it up to the house, because usually when I'm down here cooking, this is where I'm eating. Over yonder on the picnic table. Let's see what we got going on here. Satoshi, hey buddy, I didn't even know you subscribed to me. Tapatios. Nice little fire, yeah. Let's see. Yeah, what do you got going on there, Satoshi? Epicenter to place. You must be dog races, horse races. What are we doing here? It was. Yeah, cook dinner out here, Satoshi. That's yeah. Well, you're Satoshi too. Tapatillas. Got home from work and it was so nice. I figured have a nice little fire this evening. Does anybody know if I can go on in here when I'm live and somebody block somebody? Well, that's not very nice. I'll take it. Maybe it was an accident. I know a lot of times when I'm on my phone and I have it in my hand, you bump the screen and then that little box comes up, and then next thing you know, like you've touched it again, and there for a while I quit going on my phone. So I kept it seemed like I kept flipping doing that, you know. And it's all right if like I'll apologize or whatever, like. Excuse me. But whoever's channel it is, or what, whoever's house I'm in, or what, whatnot, if they don't go in there and fix it right away, I'm not even sure how to fix it, but I'll get it figured out here. Too long. It's funny, as the night goes on, the darker it gets. And there's some funny teens all, but I watch it happen all the time. The further down the yard, the dusk the dawn light goes. Sorry, people. I told you I'm just getting over a cold. I was starting to get a little worried. My chest was hurting so bad. I'm glad I brought this hand sanitizer down. Yeah, I caught Deke. Deke! Hello! Oh, if you, you can't see the light. Oh, yeah, maybe way out there in the distance you can see it. That's probably about a mile away. No further than that, probably a mile and a half. I hear some birds carrying on. Something must be bothering them. Yeah, it's really quiet tonight. It's quiet. It's quiet. Satoshi, where are you at now? That you're not up there in that Alaska town. Up there. Up there in that Alaska town. Everybody talks what kind of funny like. And they name people funny names like runs with finger in his nose. You don't know that guy? He runs with finger in nose. Oh, here comes a car flying down the hollow. I say flying up the hollow. When I was a kid, one neighbor boy clear down there at the end, up here to the top of right of the driveway, there used to be big maple trees, and it's a big hill. Kids used to have me come sit up there underneath them trees and let them know if there was another car coming. And I had a big flag if there was a car coming. I had to, start flagging them because he'd start down the road about a quarter mile away and just floor it. He'd hit the top of that hill. He'd be 12 feet off the ground. Nowadays, you become a YouTube star doing that. The crazy things. Never figured out them people. A couple people lived in the big house over there, and them big trees, they cut them all down. I know I have a big blue spruce tree down there at the end of the apartment driveway, and stake come along and top the top of it. I was pissed. The guy says to me, he goes, well, because we can do you a real big favor and just cut the whole thing down. And I'm like, no, you ain't cutting that tree down. The weather all comes from that way. And heck, I used to park my car there. I never had to shovel my driveway. I'd have to maybe shovel like spot for my tires to get on out, but protected the house too. Yeah, I got the inside needs a couple of things done. I need to start working on the outside of it. Family in there. They're the worst to rent to. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Surprised I ain't seen no shooting stars. Normally I see some. I ain't been looking up long enough, I guess. Normally there's some screech owls carrying even on. Like I said, even the woods are really quiet. Last summer I was sitting right on this bench right where these guys are sitting right now. Had a fire going, and I could hear something coming. Walking like a deer. You know how they take a few steps and stop, take a few steps. But the cats like to have a bunch of outside cats, and they like to get up there in them leaves and just like have at it. So I just chalked it up. There was cats playing up there. And I'm just sitting here chilling. Next thing you know, where these guys are sitting, you're on a wooden bench, and then 6 feet away is a 15-foot wooden picnic table. And I hear this like a breathing sound. So I it was like startled, and I turned, and here was 4 deer come walking right in between the table and the picnic table and the chair here. Walk right down and up underneath that apple tree. Yeah, incoming. All right, Tapatias, I'll see you later. Whoop. I'm kind of bummed. Somebody misusing their wrench. Oh no, there he is. What he's doing. Well, I'm glad to see that that wasn't true. Hello. Hello, Alaska. Oh, I set my bowl down someplace and I don't know where. Miss Leslie, good evening, my fine lady. Keebler, how are you this evening? Come on in, grab a log, have a seat. Just got done eating hamburgers. Sorry, you missed out. Well, there's 3 left over here. I've been trying to give them away. I don't have them. I was gonna move them closer to the fire, keep them warm, but I figured I better not. They'll dry out. But I'm gonna step into the woods here a minute and get myself one more log. I think that would do it then for the evening. Cook my marshmallow. These guys have got to be able to hear them peeps now. They say that once they start and stop 3 times and stop for at least 48 hours, you can then plant your garden. They indicate, you know, when the frost is going to be and such. I haven't been paying attention to them, but they did stop here the other day, and I think that was like the 2nd time. So I think we got like another go round where they'll hush up for a couple nights because it's you know, it's too cold. Air's too cold, so they'll stick in the water where it's warmer. All right, talk amongst yourself. Don't talk about me now. I'll be right back. pine. That's my favorite to burn. Well, I like cedar too. It's definitely dead. Damp though, because I cut it down in the fall of the year. Didn't stack it, I just left it lay up in the wood. I'm just gonna set this one here and start drying out. Yeah, so about caught the woods on fire. Burn up a rake like this. 3 tracks. I think it's kind of cool. Oh. Nice, you know, for heavier work. You know, obviously you don't want to be breaking stones with it, but it had plastic down there, some sort, and it's just aluminum. I melted that sucker. Thank God the big 18-inch garden rake was down here leaning up against the picnic table, because if I had to go find something, by the time I would come back, things would have been out of hand. It was already out of hand. Then I ripped my leg on a sticker bush, didn't even realize it, until I finally went in the house and sat down, washed my hands, and I was like, holy shit, I just about, started a forest fire. And I realized my sock was wet, So I thought I, stepped in the gully or something there along the driveway. Here my shoe, my sock, completely soaked, drenched. And the blood was just shooting out in my leg, but it was real fine stream, But I go step my foot down, and it shoot out 4 foot, I was like, shit. Yeah, but it was draining down. It said it was bleeding for how long, I don't know. But look at that log smoking. Dampness coming out of it. I don't know if you guys can see it. Oh, yeah. There's the Big Dipper. Hot air. The air smells real sweet. Let's see what these guys are talking about. There's 3 and still left. Join the evening fire. Let's see what I said. I don't know why it don't stay up there. It was when I'm rookie. I need a crowd like Eric Brandt had. Oh, I'm sorry, Brian. I don't know how long ago you stepped out. Night. Thanks for stopping in. Well, we're discussing that. Some get all, some get none. I get it. But I agree, Keith. And he knows that. Yeah, I just got pitch on me. My battery's actually hanging out longer than I thought it was. I only had 20%, and I know I've been on here. I have no clue how long, but it's been a minute. That's the dawn light's going further down the yard. It says the darker it gets, the better you can see it. Up here on the hill. Oh, I knew I was going to do it. My bottom row is facing wrong. It was facing so it could roll. Hey, we're going to move the direction of the fire. I'll smell this burning. These coals will be here tomorrow morning. Pile coals there. Anybody go do any trout fishing? We came in here like the 3rd of April or something like that. First week of April. Weekend. Of course, it rained and snowed every weekend pretty much since then. Didn't rain today though. I haven't got my fishing license yet. I've been wanting to go up to the mountains and go and tell my brother for the last couple of years it would come up, but sorry, you have to give the fire a minute here to kick back up. Well, I want to thank everybody for coming in. I don't even know who's in here yet. To move in a second because you're propped up on my cup handle, so I can have you at that angle. Great land. Native power. Up there in that there Alaska town. They name them kids funny names. Like one who runs with finger in his nose. Alright, Keebs. Alright, good night, Joyce. I'm not sure what games are being played with chat, but I'm not playing games. What's going on, Keeps? What did I miss? I need... Alright. Me? Uh, uh, me. Who? Wait. Who is Greatland in here? Who? Who you think, Keeps? How? Who? What? Yeah, Bob. Keeps, what are you talking about? Keeps is drunk again. Look above my comment saying good night, Brian. Good night. And that's hi, Keeps. This is MSR, babe. Huh? What? Greatland, what the hell are you talking about? Alright, I'm confused. Well, I guess he would know rest in peace, but the duo... Alright, MSR or whatever wouldn't know, what was, the dog's name that you, had to return to its owner? Sally. Sally from Sally what? 5%. Might be going down. Sally from the Valley. That's 907 Keeps. I don't know what was with the MSR remark. Yeah, smart. Yeah. Well, that 20 minutes lasted 1 hour and 16 minutes, and that's not including the little short I did in the beginning. We're going to go to the end. I'm going to a die. And then I'll walk up to the house. I don't know what that means, 907. Mike, you still in here, buddy? Buddy was dipping out, and I missed everybody going. Yeah, all the spring flowers are up here. A few years back, I took a bunch of crocuses and planted them in memory of my mom. I made a big heart down by the apple tree that gives through 3 different apples. And so when they come up, you know, it makes a heart. It's kind of cool. A couple of bulbs. That's for 2015. I haven't replaced any. Skunks, possums, root, and with this ground all going downhill, the sod lifts away easy. So they just get their nose up in there and just eating them grubs, them big white grubs. They'll tear up a yard like almost like a pig will root, but obviously not like pigs root. But I have a lot of them them blind moles, them big 6-8 inch ones. Them suckers stink. Guess that's your protection, but man, they do stink. Stinky little suckers. Lots of big black snakes. Haven't seen any in a couple years, but when I say big, they're like 6-8 foot, 3-4 inches around. You know, I let them be because they take care of rodents. And being in a hollow right down there is a creek. You know, so you get it all. Muskrats, rats. Don't see too many rats. But once in a while we get it. You know, it seems like they come in cycles like the rabbits. I've been seeing quite a few rabbits lately. That's what ate my grow last year. I planted some plants. Once they get so tall, they leave them alone. But when they start out, man, they like them. That one little bear's smoking pretty good there too on this end. Not a pitch in them yet. They just all fell over. They've been dead standing dead for a lot of years. I don't know. I should probably maybe end this before the. Let me see how many minutes or whatever. How much percentage I got left here. Three. I'll wait a couple more minutes and then end it. I don't want it to end. The battery to die. That video will be stuck in YouTube's ass crack somewhere. Sorry about my snifflies. Snifflies. Oh, your coyotes. it sounds like they're going the other way. They're on top of the mountain. Usually don't take them long to come on down now. Is the dampness setting in? It always is damp here. Like you'll wake up with like dew all over if you just like have a hammock and stuff over there. I finally broke down and bought one that had a little awning over it. So you'd seriously, even up off the ground, you'd wake up. It's because you're in this hollow. Like I don't run air conditioner or anything like that. Window fan. You turn them evening. I hear somebody's rooster going off. It's a little confused. Rooster going off. Mountain lingo. Let me peek and see what anybody's saying. These guys get that MSR thing fucking worked out there? Nope, I guess not. Oh. Rooster's crowing for now. Something's bothering. Something's in the chicken house. Mm-mm-mm. 2%. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and end this. Thanks for stopping in. I don't know who's left. All right, everybody. Good night.